Warriors NRL fanatics, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and this is going to be my round 20 game preview between the New Zealand Warriors and the Melbourne Storm. But before getting into the preview, if you haven't already done so, guys, I would really appreciate it if you make sure you do click that subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free, and it does really help the channel, and it shows your support for the content that I produce each week. So subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to like the video. But let's get into the preview. So yeah, look, Friday night we take on the Melbourne Storm, and it's at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. It's the second game we've had at Mount Smart this season after previously taking on the West Tigers, where we got the win 22 points to 2. And yeah, this game does kick off at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, so that'll be an 8 p.m. for those in New Zealand local time there. So what I'm going to do is go through the team list like I usually do in my previews every week, as well as give the overall thoughts on the sides, betting prices, head-to-head stats, key players to watch out for, key battles, and also look to give a score prediction and an anytime try scorer towards the end of the video. So let's look into the teams now. So the first team we're going to look at is the away side, and that is the Melbourne Storm. Now, this is how they line up. So at fullback, it is Nick Meaney. Dean Ieremia is on the wing, and Marion Seve is in the centres with Justin Olam, and Grant Anderson's on the other wing. In the halves are Cameron Munster and Jerome Hughes. Jesse Bromwich is the prop, while Harry Grant is the hooker. Nelson Asofa-Solomona in the other prop position, while Felice Kafusi and Kenneth Bromwich is partnering him in that second row. And Josh King is the lock. Now, the benches, Tyrone Wishart, Tui Kamakamika, Alec McDonald, and Jordan Grant. And the reserves are Cooper Johns, Young Tonamapea, Tom Eisenhuth, and bear with me, this was probably a terrible pronunciation, but I'll try it and give it my best here. So it's Savaki Falango, I think that is, in the 22. Sorry, I'm very sorry for pronouncing that wrong. And Chris Lewis is the 18th man there. And the head coach is Craig Bellamy. Now to the New Zealand Warriors team, and there is a few team changes here. So look, the ins obviously are Edward Cozy, Freddie Lussick, Ronald Volkman, Taniela Otukolo, Tom Ali, and Viliami Valia. And outs in this game for the Warriors is Jack Murchie and Jesse Yarfers. Now, at fullback for the Warriors, it is Reece Walsh, so he returns to that fullback spot after last week being named on the bench. And Darlin Watene-Zelezniak is on the wing, while Marcelo Montoya moves from the wing to the centres. He partners Adam Pompey. Edward Cozy is back in the starting side on the wing there. And in the halves is Chanel Harris-Tavita and Sean Johnson. Adam Fanua-Blake is the prop, while Wade Egan's the hooker. Tohu Harris in the other prop position, while Ewan Aitken and Josh Curran line up there in the second row. And Jazz Tavanga is the lock. The benches, Freddie Lussick, Bunty Afai, Eliasa Katoa, and the 17 is Jackson Frey. And the reserves are Dejan Arce, Ronald Volkman, Viliami Valia, Taniela Otukolo, and the 18th man is Tom Ali. And the head coach, well, the interim coach actually, is Stacey Jones. So yeah, looking into those teams now. Look, Melbourne Storm, no Ryan Papenhuyzen, unfortunately, because he's out, we all know, for the rest of the season. So yeah, it's pretty much the same Storm team that lined up last week after their loss to the South Sydney Rabbitohs down there at Core Stadium. As for the Warriors, look, you know, it's great to see Reece Walsh back in that starting side. He was named on the bench last week, but it's good to see him back in the fullback spot there. Chanel Harris-Tavita and Sean Johnson halves. No particular surprise there. Edward Cozy on the wing. Look, speaks for itself, you know. Edward Cozy, I thought when he came back, I didn't think he played well. I did think he played well. Sorry, my bad there. I thought he played well when he came back, actually. But he has to redeem himself. He's come up against Melbourne. You know, the last time he played Melbourne, we all know what happened there. He didn't have his best game, but he'll be looking to have a big performance. And yeah, I think the only surprise for me for this team, for the Warriors, is basically Dejan Arce being dropped to the reserves. Now, I don't think Dejan Arce did anything wrong against the Raiders last week. I thought he was pretty solid. I think the only thing Dejan Arce that let him down was his defence. He missed quite a few tackles in the game against the Raiders. But besides that, look, I thought he played all right. And Ronald Volkman, I think Ronald Volkman should get a start in the side. I don't know why he's still in the reserves there. I think, you got a blood for the future, look for the younger players. And, yeah, I'm a bit surprised that Ronald Volkman hasn't had another crack in the side this week. But besides that, look, it's an interesting team. Jackson Frey, it's good to see him get another opportunity in the side. And, Freddie Luster coming off the bench. I like Freddie Luster coming off the bench. I think he's a great backup there to Wade Egan. But, yeah, overall, both sides, not too bad. And I think they've both got, some very good talent lining up this Friday night. So, looking into the head-to-head stats here, the head-to-head since 1998, the sides played 48 times. The Storm have won 30, and the Warriors have won 16. There have only been 2 draws, and the last meetings, a game to forget for a Warriors fan in particular. But in saying that, we were actually very close with the Melbourne Storm last time we played them there at Amy Park. It was only that second half which really let us down, and the amount of points we conceded obviously was 70 points, Warriors 10 there. But yeah, look, besides that, our effort wasn't too bad against the Melbourne Storm besides that second half. So looking into the form guide here, now the Warriors have only won one from their last 5 games, and that win was against the West Tigers there. And the Storm are currently on a losing streak of 4 straight games. Now, looking to the betting prices, and the Warriors at Sportsbet are paying $4. The Melbourne Storm are paying $1.25 favourites there. Now, the Warriors come into this game, they're sitting in 13th spot on the ladder. Melbourne Storm are sitting on 5th spot. And yeah, they're trying to get back into that all-important top 4. And they're trying to avoid something which you don't seem to come to expect with the Melbourne Storm, and that is losing 5 straight games in a row. Something that we've never heard of in the competition before when it comes to the Melbourne Storm. The last time they've ever lost 5 straight games. It's been a while. And look, they did lose 4 straight last week, and I didn't think they would lose 4 straight. So, you never know in this particular game what could happen. And I know we haven't got the greatest of records against the Melbourne Storm, but in saying that, anything's possible at the end of the day. So, the key players and the key battles, well, I'm looking for the Warriors, the likes of Adam Fanua-Blake there, and Tohu Harris, and Wade Egan. For the Melbourne Storm, you got Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, GC Bromwich, Felice Kafusi, you name it. There's so many key players for the Storm to watch out for. But in particular, Harry Grant as well, another player which is a player to look out for in that 9 jersey. Now, time to look into the score prediction and an anytime try scorer. Now, my head's saying here, Melbourne Storm will bounce back and get a win. I know that I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks now, and they haven't got the result. But the feeling is now that, you come to New Zealand, it's going to be a tough trip for the Storm, but they've still got a very good record against the Warriors coming over to New Zealand regardless. So, look, I really do want to back with my heart here, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it again. I know some of the people are going to, say, oh, no, you got to back against your team and all that, which is fair enough, but look, I'm going to back with my head here, unfortunately. I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm. I think this really is the time that Melbourne Storm do bounce back. The Warriors will not, let Melbourne get it easy, though. I think we will very be competitive in this game. I think it'll be close. I think the Warriors have a chance to win this game, but I am going to go with the Melbourne Storm here. I'm going to say Melbourne Storm 22 points to 16, and anytime try scorers, I'm going to go Jerome Hughes, Justin Olam, and for the Warriors, I'm going to go with Edward Cozy and Marcelo Montoya. So Storm to win this game and break a 4-game losing streak. But yeah, that is my preview for round 20. Melbourne Storm versus New Zealand Warriors down there at Mount Smart Stadium. If you are heading to the game in New Zealand this week, enjoy it, have a good time, cheer on the boys, and let's hope that the Warriors can continue this Melbourne Storm losing streak. Unfortunately, in this video, I have tipped the Melbourne Storm here, but, you know, obviously, with my heart, I want the Warriors to win. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on this game. How do you think it's going to go? Do you think we can beat the Storm down at Mount Smart on Friday night? Let me know how you think the game's going to go in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel and you're watching the videos, subscribe to the channel, like the video as well, and I'll see you in the next one.